Of the show comes to us from a brand called Montclair, the set of two 22.24-inch tall planters by Southern Patio. These are so pretty. Clearance price is $57.99 or 3 easy payments of $19.33. First day at this low price, saving you $27 off that original QVC price that was $85. I love these because they're nice and big and tall. What they are not is super duper heavy. Although they appear that way, they are meant to look like this kind of stonework, but they're actually this high density resin that is super duper lightweight. These are so pretty. Think about, like, you know, what happens when you want to plant something big and tall in a tall planter. You put your soil, you put your plant, your little tree, you name it, and then it just gets very heavy. Well, this is nice and easy to move around as well. We got some really cute colors to talk through right now. So the duo that you're looking at with our faux topiaries in here, this is what we're calling our tan. We also have 200 left in that tan. This one is what we're calling light gray, huh? 300 in the light gray. This one is the dark gray. 300 in the dark gray. And then on QVC.com, we have the black. That is the most limited, and we only have 130 left in that black. But I think what's also really special about these, in addition to the height, is this fantastic kind of ridged moment that you're seeing here. It's giving you a lot of dimension and texture, and like, that's not a print. You can hear it. So you got that really nice feeling on here. And it looks like that stone carved, which is really cool. Rachel, these are fantastic and nice and big.
They are really well made. You know, you spoke to how lightweight they are. They weigh about 5 pounds. These are different than a lot of those resin planters that you're seeing out there in the marketplace, Steve, because this is a high density resin. So it's a lot more durable. I mean, I can't really bend it, but it does have a little bit of give to it. And that's intentional, because if you fill this with dirt and then you leave it outside, you know how it is here in Pennsylvania, particularly, we might have a freeze one day and a heat wave the next. So that's going to allow, if there's any moisture in there, to expand and contract. Right. You're not going to have any cracking, Steve. You're not going to have any chipping or breaking. These are going to last for you year after year after year after year. They're so durable, but they look like they're made out of stone. Oh,
they're so pretty. I mean, this is exactly when you sort of like drive by like the fancy neighborhoods and you see their great big beautiful entryway doorway outside, and like they have their beautiful flanked door happening with these gorgeous planters this tall with something really beautiful, stately looking. These are so nice. And then of course you can bring them inside as too during sort of the off season and decorate in a completely different way, right, Rachel?
Yeah, you really can. So Steve, there is a plug in the bottom of it. So if you're using this outside, I recommend removing that little plug so that it allows the water to drain. But if you're using it inside, leave that plug in there. And Steve, I love too, now Southern Patio is a great company. They've been in business for many years. And they make amazing planters that are meant to look really high-end, like they're made from high-end materials, but they make them at such an affordable price. So there you can see you took the plug out. I left mine in, and so then that way you can use these indoor or out. How great is that?
So good. I'm even thinking about, well, first of all, we've got Christmas in July on the brain right now. So like even putting like the little Christmas trees in here and like flanking the front door, or maybe if you've got like a nice big like fireplace and hearth, you bring this inside, you could do some fun stuff in there as well. But even in the fall, maybe you want to fill these up and then put some pumpkins and gourds on top of here. Like, you're really gonna have some beautiful ways to decorate. But right now, this is it. We are just entering the kickoff of summer this weekend, and you're gonna be able to put lots of beautiful things in here, whether that be something very tall, or perhaps maybe you wanna go ahead and just fill this and then put something on top, or just go faux. I'm assuming, Rachel, you've got some faux things happening over there, right?
So here I put a faux sphere in this one. Now these are live geraniums from my front porch that I put in here just to show that you can mix and match. Now I didn't fill the whole thing with dirt with my geraniums in there. So that makes it so that I can still pick it up. Now, what I like to suggest, Steve, is fill the bottom with either like the pool noodles or some
Yeah.
sort of recyclable material so that it's not too heavy if you don't need the dirt to go really deep. But if you're planning, maybe you have a sapling that you want to put in here, you're putting a tree and maybe some ivy spilling around the side of it, then you can fill it in with more dirt. You don't have to worry about the planter being the reason why you can't move it because it's too heavy, because it won't be.
That's just it. I mean, and honestly, and I think that's why a lot of people sort of veer away from like those kind of ceramic or stone planters when they're this size because they're so heavy. Not to mention, then you put
Yeah, you
soil
can't
in
move
it.
them.
No, can't move them, and then you run the risk of like staining your pavement or your deck. This is so fantastic. For $57.99 or 3 easy payments of $19.33, you're getting 2 of these, and they're just over 22 inches tall from Southern Patio. I can tell you right now that just a moment ago, lots of us were checking out with the tan option that you're seeing here in the Duo. We just put some topiaries in here. You're not getting the topiaries, just the planters themselves. Here's the tan. We also have it available right over here in the light gray. Here is the dark gray, but the one that we have on
Now,
QVC.com.
Steve, I think that's.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just going to say, I think that's the black that you're showing there. The dark gray is more of a gray color. I don't know if we can show that one on .com, but
Yeah.
the black is like a dark charcoal. There you go. That's the dark gray. The light gray, I'm gonna let you in on a secret. It's a light stone sand color is really what it is. We're calling it light gray. What I have here in my studio, that's the tan, and then I also have the black, which is really like a dark charcoal.
Okay, well that one, oh, then I believe that this one might be then the black. Yes.
Yes, you have the black. That's the
This
same as
one
me.
is the black.
That's black.
And this is the most limited. And we've got less than 120 remaining now in this black option, which is definitely giving you more of a charcoal. And then the one next to it here, this one is the light gray. We don't have the dark gray in studio. So let's take a look at the dark gray on QVC.com. There's the dark gray. So in between sort of the black and the light gray option. Okay, gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that, Rachel.
Yeah.
But honestly,
and Steve,
go ahead.
well, what I was going to say is that if you do any comparison shopping, and I recommend that you do that, you are not going to find planters like this where it's a set of 2. You're actually going to pay more than that price for just one from what I'm being able to find on the internet. So that is a really fantastic price to get 2 planters that are over 22 inches tall and about 14 inches in diameter at the top.
Oh, definitely. And this is the first day at this low price of $57.99, which is saving you $27 off that original QVC price that was $85 for this clearance price, which also means we're not bringing these back. And the black right now, gang, is so popular. Less than 120 to go around. So definitely want to check out if the black is in your cart. We also have the light gray, the Duo in the tan, and then that dark gray on QVC.com with item M131742 from Southern Patio, the Montclair set of 2 22¼ inch tall planters. These are beautiful. You're gonna have a fun time decorating with these all season long. Oh, Rachel, so good to see you tonight. You take care, we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Steve. Good to see you too.
We'll see you later. All right, well, that wraps it up for our backyard bliss. Then we're gonna take things inside with our very own, I like to call it the Sleepy Time brand of ours, but we also have some more of some beautiful moments happening from Northern Nights, in addition to some great bedding, some fabulous towels that are gonna get your linen closet all nice and refreshed. So stick around, we'll be back right after this with Northern Nights.